The Kraken have been getting the community hyped for the new season with life-sized bobbleheads. That's right, 5 life-sized bobbleheads of Matty Beniers, McCann, Jaden Schwartz, Jordan Eberley, and Vince Dunn have been popping up around Seattle. They even made an appearance at King 5. A new season of Kraken hockey brings new opportunities for great moments. And with the start of Kraken Home Ice, we're introducing a new segment called The Shootout, where we ask players rapid-fire questions about their favorite food, their favorite movie, their favorite music. You get the idea. We asked the players this week what they're looking forward to most this season.
Just playing hockey, just having fun, being with the guys, and hopefully winning a lot of games. Just getting back into the rink, getting back into the game. It's been a while. We got to make the playoffs the year before. It was amazing, and to play in front of fans as great as we have, it's just awesome.
I feel like it's been a long time, so I'm excited to play hockey games again and get back in the swing of things.
Just kind of playing at Climate Pledge. I haven't played there much, but from what I remember, it's been loud, and kind of excited to see how loud the fans can get.
Well, it's just getting out there with the guys. We got a whole new group, new coaching staff, so it's going to be awesome just to get out there for the first game.
Playing from the fans, I think we have a lot of work to do. Last year was not what we wanted, so I think that's a big boost that we need to bring our A game from the start.
I'm just excited to get back playing in front of the fans. It's been a long time since we've played in front of them, and it was a long off season, and I think we're all fired up and ready to go and going to have a little bit of a chip on our shoulder from last season.
After missing the playoffs last season, there's a lot of expectations for this year's team. We sat down with analysts JT Brown and Allison Lucan of the Kraken broadcast team to get their expectations for this team.
The improvement I'm going to be watching for is feeding that from the back end, from the defense. Vince Dunn was really the only player who was effective at that, and when he was out last year, you saw what was missing. So the organization brings in Brandon Montour. He's so good at moving the puck up the ice fast and joining the offense, so that's what I'm watching.
Well, I'm going to copy you. I'm going to go with another new player that was brought in, and it's on the offensive side of Chandler Stevenson. Brings you, especially when you talk about the face-offs. Offensively, you need to start with the puck. He's one of those guys that can win the face-off. He skates well. He sees the ice well. We've seen some of the chemistry he's already formulated with some line mates. And I think it's going to help out a guy like Matty Beniers as well, Jaden McCann. It's just going to help the offense grow when you have another player to worry about on the offensive side that has a ton of skill.
Okay, JT, you brought up a few players there. Who do you think is going to make a jump this season?
I'm going to pick Oliver Bjorkstrand. I think he's poised to have a really good season. And he had a great one last year. He was second on the team in points, but I think he can even get to that 30-goal mark. He scored 20 last year. He had a couple of times where he'd go 8 games without a goal, maybe 9 games without a goal. If he can level out that consistency factor, he's going to get some looks on the power play, as we've seen him do very good when he's going downhill. That shoot-first mentality, if he has that, I can see him putting in 30 goals this season.
And I love to talk about the defense. For me, it's Riker Evans. Comes up about halfway through last season, first NHL year, and he proved that he belongs on this roster. He's penciled in basically as the 6th defender. So what can he do? Can he hang with the big boys, take on a full NHL schedule, and be part of kind of driving that game from the back end as well?
I talked to Dan Bylsma a little bit before he came here about Riker, and he really is high on him as a player. But what about Bylsma? What does he bring to the table, Allison?
Riker is a perfect example of what I think he has, which is relationships with the young players in this organization. He knows the guys who've been at the NHL level as well, but he knows these younger guys who've been with him in Coachella, and he's a coach who's very focused on the relationship. He wants to talk to these players, know them, and work with them to get the most out of their game, and that is how everyone on this team is going to take a big next step.
Well, I'm going to echo kind of the similar point. It's all about, like you said, the relationship. So how fast can he get them to buy into what he's talking about? When it comes to the X's and O's as a coach, there's some things you can do, but nobody's really reinventing the wheel here when we're talking about the NHL and what we're doing systems-wise. But I think it's how fast you can buy in. How fast can you get the young guys, which you've already had a relationship with them down in Coachella Valley. Now the new guys up here in the National Hockey League, how do you get everybody to buy in? It's those people skills. He's done great with that. You see him out at practice. He looks like he's always trying to have fun with the players, bring out a different side of them. It's just a little bit different of an energy from him. And I think if you can get everybody to buy in, the quicker you do, the faster the Seattle Kraken will find success.
All right, great. Thank you for the insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kraken General Manager Ron Francis is optimistic heading into a new season. We'll sit down with him to discuss his big offseason moves. And we hear from the Kraken's top draft pick, Berkeley Catton on what he's taking away from his first NHL training camp.